Greetings and welcome to episode 68 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod USA campaign. And before we start today, my friends, I'd like to apologise for the sort of infrequency of the videos, my videos up to now. I know it's quite a few days between each video coming out. I'd like to apologise for that because things have been very busy for me with work and one thing and another. I've been working quite often, into the weekends as well, quite late into the weekends as well. So I haven't really had time to really push out as many videos as I want. Now, hopefully in the next week or so that should calm down. So I should be back to sort of putting some more videos out. And also, if you see sometimes that I have it takes sometimes 2 days for a video to come out. That's usually because I'd like to get a lot of comments coming in. Mostly I like to read all the comments and absorb those sort of comments and the plans and strategies you suggest. And so it gives me time to sort of put them into practice as well in the campaigns. I usually like to wait for quite a lot of comments to come in. Sometimes they'll take, because not everybody can, as you can appreciate, can sort of watch the videos as soon as they come out. So it's nice to have that feedback. So that's why I wait sometimes. Also, I'd like to say, a big, huge thank you, my friends, for all your support. 1,400 subscribers at the moment, which is absolutely incredible. It's just a wonderful, it really is, to have such wonderful support. So I'd like to thank all of you for that. It's just gone, far better than I ever thought. All your support and your advice and everything you've been absolutely wonderful. It really has. And also, one last thing as well, just in case any of you who have been wondering my Scottish and my Great War campaigns are, they will be recorded, and we'll put out some of those videos as soon as we finish the USA campaign. I'm trying to get my sort of the larger, in inverted commas, campaigns out, in case sort of work does really get much busier than I don't expect, and I can't get these sort of out. So the Scottish and the Great War mod, they will be out after the USA campaign. So that's what you see then. But my friend, this is how we left it last time. Warsaw, what an absolute terrific fight that was. It really was fighting in hell, my friends. The fences were smashed. We had General Larson, who was grievously injured, but he survived. He was pulled out of the fight by his bodyguards, although he didn't want to go, and now he's recuperating in a hospital just outside Warsaw. And many other thousands and thousands of US troops fell in that battle for Warsaw. We were on the brink of losing Warsaw many a time, but only the bravery of the US troops there, marching in, charging in to keep that fort, that centre of defence, open for us, allowed us to tip the balance there in our favour. But we still are in a great deal of trouble here. Let's not absolutely sort of beat around the bush here. We are in trouble. There be under no illusion, my friends, we're in trouble in Warsaw. We really have absolutely been beaten to a pulp here in Warsaw, because the Germans have sort of managed to sort of bring almost everything they've got to bear here, trying to crack open the defences. But we've got this glimmer of light here, this glimmer of light in the form of being able to put this force here. Now this force, as you can see under General Donaldson here, is probably our best, our most complete army that we got. We've got a few casualties here, as you can see, which we're already trying to get the reinforcements in as quick as we can here. Some of these regiments are down to 90 men from 225, but as you can see, the majority of the regiments are intact. They're in good, rude health here. We've got a good complement of cannon. We've got some 4 regiments of horse, which are always excellent. Remember, the defences are smashed. The defences have been smashed, but with an army here, a full army, because General Larson's army before had taken a severe beating, and that is why, that is no fault of General Larson or his men, but he was he was attacked by at least 6 or 7 German armies. And when you've got when you're trying to defend with an army that's been pretty much smashed in, but I'd say they destroyed nearly 2 German armies before the reinforcements came, and that, my friends, is Medal of Honor worthy fighting. And believe me, there will be 2 Medal of Honors being awarded to the generals in the fighting around Warsaw. Now we're going to wait for everything to calm down before we start awarding medals and awards, but there will be 2 generals who will receive the Medal of Honor. That has already been decided, and there are other generals who will receive other awards as well for their bravery. Those who came in to help, those who came in to reinforce, and their men gave everything, and so did they. So that is what's going to happen in the future, but we're not going to do it yet because we need to clear Warsaw, or at least see what happens with Warsaw. If we can get reinforcements into Warsaw, we're going to do that. And also, Freezer, one of the excellent commentators, always gives excellent comments on a lot of the campaigns. He asked specifically if I would name a general after his friend Bob Hollyfield, who sadly passed away 5 years ago. asked if I would honour him in naming a general after him and giving that his friend an army. Indeed, I have done that for you, my friend, and as you can see here,
Your orders? Yes,
here it
sir.
is. As you can see here, General Bob Holyfield. I hope that is okay, my friend. And this general here is already starting. Your friend here is starting. General Holyfield is starting to build a force here. But he might be thrown into the fight here at Warsaw. It will be brutal. But we have to transfer reinforcements from Königsberg, East Prussia, into Warsaw for it to hold it. But my friends, because we have here Scandinavia under our control, because we've got Sweden, this powerhouse here, and also we've managed to take Copenhagen as well, is given us this sort of fallback position, this redoubt, this northern redoubt as it were, so we can push troops back and forth onto the continent, onto Europe, into German territory at will, because we effectively control the Baltic. It's the Baltic sea routes. As you can see, our navy ship, we've got this Swedish force in here now. That's a little bit against what we need here, so we're going to have to be very careful what happens here. We really are, because this is quite a powerful force. It's the last of the sort of Swedish fleets. Now, we do have a fleet here that could probably deal with it. This one, look at that, that's absolutely magnificent, led by Admiral Alan Knight, very good friend of mine. And as you can see, this is a really battle-hardened here fleet, one of our finest naval fleets. And indeed, we have this other naval fleet here as well. We didn't have an admiral for this, so if anybody would like to be an admiral of this fleet, please let me know, my friends. As you can see here, this fleet has taken a bit of a beating, so actually it probably needs to be sent in for repairs. Or does it? No, it doesn't. Oh, yes, it does. So we need to get this fleet in for repairs as well. As you can see, it's currently raiding with the trade lines here. Now, we have to be careful, because Sweden sort of, wanted peace with us. We gave them peace. But they are beginning to build quite the force up here. We have to be very, very careful. We've got this sort of small task force outside Hofen here to make sure that nothing happens here. But if Sweden turns against us, we do control the Baltic sea lanes here, in and out. We've also sort of brought an end here to this Rostock trade line here. So we've pretty much frozen out the Germans here on the sort of the Baltic Sea. The ports are absolutely useless to them because we've got full control of them, and indeed here in Gdynia. But we are now looking to reinforce as quickly as possible here, Warsaw. As you can see, we have already brought a lot of recruits into here. We've got 2, 4, we've got 6 regiments already in recruitment here. But we're going to have to bring in Bob Holyfield, General Holyfield here, to be able to hold on to reinforce as quickly as we can here. Now, as you can see, many of these armies are taking an absolute thrashing here. We've got General Zeno here, but actually his force is in very, very good shape here indeed. We're trying to get ourselves organised here. Now we've got General Catton here. As you see, his men absolutely threw themselves into that fight with full vigour. Most of the artillery managed to escape, which is excellent, and we need to try and get most of these filled out. As you can see, the Germans have pretty much surrounded us here, but many of them have taken an sound thrashing in that Warsaw battle. Look at that. Many of these, but look at that. They've got at least 2 army groups here sat here with not even touched. For some reason, France as well here. Look at that gathering power of France. Now, they could overwhelm us in one go if they wanted. Luckily, we're allied. We're very friendly with them. But that is very, very, very disgruntling here to see that amount of French troops. And this here, why are they here? Why are they there? We don't know. But we're going to have to pull in General Holyfield into here. And I think what we'll do, we'll incorporate these.
Your orders? Yes.
We've got 2 12-pounders here, which we don't really need. We've got these here as well.
Yes, sir.
I think what we will do is we'll incorporate these into...
Make ready.
Steady, gentlemen, move, please. I think what we'll do, we'll wait for General Holyfield here. And we'll try and build these up. Now they are... What we'll do is I think we'll insert this regiment into one of these armies and try and reinforce it.
Ready and awaiting orders.
We've got General Burgess's army here. We've got General Boehm's army here. As you can see, they've taken an absolute thrashing. We have to pull them back as we can around the side here.
Ready and awaiting orders.
And can we? No, we can't. But I think we're going to put into there just to give that extra bit of steel into there.
At the ready.
And also these gentlemen here in. We've got plenty of guns here. Look how many guns we've got here. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to pull this regiment back. These armies. We don't want to lose all of these guns here. So we're going to pull them back to the forest here. It's vital we hold on to Königsberg. No matter what happens, we have to hold on to Königsberg. But what we're going to do, as you can see here, my friends, we've amassed an elite strike force here, an elite army group, as you can see, comprised of General John Waxer,
Sir.
a General S4. Look at that. Look at this wonderful army here.
Yes.
General Mendoza. Again, look at this. What a fantastic army.
Ready for order.
And last but not least, my friends, General Fischer. I do
Sir.
believe we had...
Orders, Captain. Sir. Ready for orders. Yes, sir.
Had we already sent one onto here? There is... I'm pretty sure we had another army. Ah, there it is, the Marines. Now, the Marines are regrouping here. What our aim is to move the Marines here out of Denmark. And they're going to form a very powerful shock group here with these other forces here. I think we'll move these out here. Under Sam Allen. As you can see, General Allen here is an absolutely battle-hardened. Look at the experience here. Look at this. What a general. Absolutely fantastic. We're going to move one of these these armies here into... And this is going to be General Lewis B here. He's going to be guarding Copenhagen.
Yes.
We're going to move... What we'll do is we can't move this army here.
Ready for order.
We're going to move these on this side.
Forward. March.
And are we recruiting? We're not recruiting. We've got 42,154 here. We've got, oh, look at that, 94,000. What a wonderful sight there.
Sir.
We've got this army here, but for some reason
Sir.
they can't move across here just yet.
Onward.
And we're going to continue recruitment here quite vigorously. We're going to go for infantry here at the moment, because that's what we really need. And also Stockholm as well, just in case. Oh, look at that, already there. Already there. Look at the powerhouse here that Sweden has become in terms of its economy. What a powerhouse here. We've got some good naval facilities. We're going to build some more heavy first rates here, because we can afford them. That's going to take 4 turns there. No. Got 19,000 here. And what about Königsberg? Is that recruiting? It is indeed wonderful to see. Now, here's the plan. Many of you said, man, either strike for Berlin. Now, Berlin, as you can see, what we need to do is strike and look down on what's happening in Dresden here. Oh, that's it. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Look at the Austrians here. The Austrians are backing up the Germans here. Now, if we attack Berlin, we're going to be pulling in Austrian forces and German forces here. But look at Gdansk here. It's isolated. We're going to hit Gdansk, my friends, with this powerful strike force here we've assembled. Now, we're going to wait for General Sam Allen's Marine force to be ready. Look at that Marine force. It is absolutely a wondrous sight. Now, we're going to see that. We're going to attack Gdansk. If we can take Gdansk here, we combine, we could unite East Prussia and West Prussia. Now, that gives us quite the hold here. They will attack here. They will attack across from Silesia, from Brandenburg, from Saxony into it, but we'll hold here. We'll have the sea at our back. They will have to try and break into Gdansk if they want to try and take it from us. We will have Königsberg as our backup here. The biggest worry is here. We're going to see many more battles here for Warsaw. So before we get to Gdansk, there's a chances we're going to see a few more battles for Warsaw first. It looks like we'll probably have to land here in Brandenburg and then move across to attack. We can't attack yet, or land, because if we land, they'll come out and attack us while we're on the beachhead here. But that might not be such a bad idea, to be honest. No, we're going to wait for General Allen's army to be ready here. We want the Marines to be leading the way. It'd be fantastic if we could clear West Prussia. It really would, bit by bit, taking them apart. Now, let's have a look back in the homeland here. Now, things are okay here. We are, for some reason, we're allied with Britain. Yeah, that's okay with Britain, but why are they moving troops over here? I don't know, but we're going to keep troops here. And indeed here. Now, any other threats we have to deal with here? None at the moment. New Mexico is looking fine. Plenty here. Cuba is sealed off here, but Cuba is bringing so much money into us. It really is. It's quite phenomenal. Look at that, 14,000 in Cuba. That is staggering. Britain's not getting here, so obviously their trade route's being hit. That's not our concern. Our main concern is that we hold on here. What's that? 14,000 here. 50,000 here in Lewis. Or Lewis. Oh, Is that a full combat fleet? Oh, 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 it is indeed. I think what we will do is we'll
Where to, Captain?
pull this out of here.
Underway.
It's important that we have this,
Wait, anchor.
and then
Officer on deck.
we can
Any orders?
construct some more, or build some more heavy first rates here. I think we'll have 3 additional heavy first rates. Actually, let's put all of this into our naval forces here, just to make sure we've got our navies secure. If you ever have to go to war with Britain, we want to make sure we're fully secured in the naval force. Look at this. What a wondrous sight. We do have to take out Newfoundland. We do have to take out the rest of these Mughals. We did set aside 2 armies to do so. Look at that there.
Yes.
General JP, and we had General DJP as well, who was earmarked for further operations against the Mughals here. Got the British. General the Prussian. We don't have it there, but Brian, General Han. Stephen, General Hombrados. General Ouija. We do need to take the Mughals out, but what we did, I think, was we moved General DJP. Let's have a quick look here. We need to find some of these. Sweden, Fort Raleigh, Philadelphia, Fort Frederick. I believe they've been... Or General Beckham.
Ready and awaiting orders.
Michael General Friedland,
Sir. Your
Holyfield.
humble servant. Ready
Got
for
so many
orders.
generals here. It is fantastic to have so many generals, it really is.
Sir.
General Broley. General Lewis B.
Sir.
General
Orders.
Baker.
Your humble servant.
General Arley. We are also allied here with Norway, which is excellent to see. That covers our sort of northern flank, as it were, here. I know we've got General
Ready for orders.
DJP here, who did ask to be put into
Sir.
attacking and removing the
Ready for orders.
Mughals here. We'll have to find you. I
Yes.
beg your pardon, my friend. We've got so many generals here. I will find you. I know that you are here in either the homeland or in the US, unless we sent General Ahmed. Always when you want to find something, but I will have to look at another time. But I know that we are going to be sending you, my friend, on that ship. We did want you to be moved into position to be able to take out here the Mughals from here. We do need to remove them. But my friends, we're going to end this turn. Let's look at our research. Our research is complete. We're complete now. All research is done. We cannot get anything else at all. So we've closed all educational buildings. Let's end the turn. Let's see what comes our way. This is going to be a heck of a time now for us. Britain first. It takes a time for it even to come into it, to start working out here what's going on, because it's so many troops in this area. Oh, Britain now. Why are you moving forces down to here, Britain? What is going on here? I don't like the look of this. This is very strange. The Barbary States, an absolute menace. Austria. Now the French are keeping the Austrians away here. But Britain is still loitering around in Spanish territory here. But Spain haven't done anything yet. France still got... France is still about. Of course they are. They've got that massive force. But Spain have taken Paris, which does confound me as why France hasn't moved these forces they've got here. They're going to take it back, because they could take out all of Spain out with his forces here. Why they left their forces here, I got no idea. But do they know what's going to happen here to Gdansk? They're moving their forces into position to surround us once again. If we can get enough reinforcements in. Oh, I know it's approaching.
Enemy ahoy!
Enemy ahoy!
Enemy fleet ahead!
Enemy fleet ahead? Here we go. Here we go. Can we get enough forces into position here? We just have to hold our nerve, my friends, against Germany. We just have to hold our nerve here. If we can do that, then we'll be in good service here. If there's no battle here now at the time, we can... Ooh. Why are they moving them into that port then? And we've got to take care of what they're holding there in Russia. Oh, look at that. Why are they moving up here? Will they leave Gdansk open for us here? They're obviously keen on trying to take Copenhagen from us. This is the Local Empire, Afghanistan. Is there anything left? Yeah, the Ottoman Empire is still holding strong, but Persia is pushing pretty hard against it here. Oh, look at that. Of course, the Mamelukes are allies with the Ottomans, so they're obviously going to be coming along to try and help them, aid them here. Look at Europe here. Look at the mass here of different nations all mass into this sort of writhing chaos here of Europe that we've thrown ourselves headlong into and committed a vast amount of troops and indeed money to. But we're in a better position at the moment than we were maybe 10 years ago in terms of our strategic positioning, especially with Scandinavia, Sweden and Denmark within the US fold here now, brought into the Empire, or the Republic should I say. It's given us a much better strategic, stronger foothold here in Europe. Well, that's pretty vital. Ottoman Empire. Come on now, Ottomans. Don't dilly-dally. And of course we've also got down here, we've got Patras. We took Patras, which is just outside Greece there. We took that as a strategic foothold to be able to attack the Germans from sort of, you know, from the sort of from the southern tip there of Europe, and strike up northwards to try and take and attack them. We'll have to really, but unless, yes, of course, we've sent troops into Patras there, haven't we? And we can't get the agreement here of Greece because for some reason they are not really wanting to help us out there or join forces with us at all. Russia. Now Russia hasn't taken part in the war at all. Now Spain, we've got to keep our eye on Spain here. Spain really have just absolutely exploded other blocks here. We removed them from the Americas, but they've come back with great vigour here. They really have. So keep an eye on Spain here. They're not going to forget what happened to them in the Americas, South America in particular. We absolutely thrashed them. They won't forget that at all, but they've taken Paris, which gives them a gigantic production centre here. Both militarily and economically, they are just absolutely really on the comeback trail, as it were. Oh, look at that! They've dealt with the rest of, and look at that. We've sealed off here between the Mediterranean and the Atlantic. We've sealed off here, so none of our enemies Future or current enemies are going to be past us here. Oh, you absolute fiends. Look at that, straight into Britain. Because of course Britain are at war with them, because Britain is our very, very close ally. They really are. That special relationship really does exist here in this campaign. Spain's still on the move here. I wonder if one day they'll want to be looking back at taking the Americas back off us. That's not going to happen. By damn, that won't happen. Not on our watch. But we have to be vigilant, my friends. Very, very vigilant. Look at Sweden here. Ooh, they're going for Russia. They're going to hit Russia. Yeah, bam, look at that. Our trade is going to fall like an absolute lead balloon here. But luckily we have the infrastructure here. We've built up our own infrastructure. We can take care of our own sort of economy. We've got Norway. Norway is building up some nice strong forces here. They were allied with Norway. And maybe, just maybe, Norway's going to hit someone here. I know they're at war with Germany, and they're also at war with, I believe it is Austria. So there's a chance that they might be loading up to do something here for us. Or they might be looking at their own strategic outlook here. Either way, we've got a strong alliance there with Norway. We'll try and keep that intact as best we can. Because it suits us to have some... A new spy here in New Spain, not bad at all.
Your instructions? Discretion is assured.
I think what we'll do is we will load this gentleman up so when this fleet moves...
Stealth is my shield.
Look at this navy here. Building a quite nice navy. Oh my word, what an excellent, what a wonderful sight. Now, we want to move this army here and join it into this new army here. Look at that. Got no cavalry in here at all, but that's fine. It's going to be more of a static army. And we're immediately going to put another 24 pound on the production centre here. Now why? We've got 41, look at that, it's dropped. Look at that, trade has dropped, absolutely. Whoa. Look at all the trade we've lost here. That is monumental. The trade that's being hit here is staggering. But because we've looked after ourselves here in terms of our tax income, it has allowed us to still have a good amount of money coming in here. Because we've done the right thing with taxes. Now, why is... Now if we lower this here, will any of these grow here? 37,672. I think we'll do that to try and get the growth moving in the right direction here. That's growing up now, that's great. Copenhagen is still not bringing in a vast amount here. We probably turn that around hopefully very soon, but we're stabilising. The Weaver's Cottage being built here. And I think we'll put that into repair as well. And I think what we'll do is we'll have some cavalry here just to cover ourselves, and also some more infantry.
Sir.
We're in a good position here now in terms of being able to hold Copenhagen. Oh, the forces are ready now. Look at this. But the most important thing here is what is happening here in Warsaw, Poland. Now we are starting to rebuild here. Is this army ready for this? Not just yet. But it's going to be hopefully pretty soon here. It will be ready for us. And hopefully that's going to give us what we need. Now, this army here is pretty weak,
sir,
in terms of being able to hold off against anything substantial here. I don't mean that in a detrimental way, but as you can see, many of these are still replenishing.
Sir.
A lot of these forces have taken a real battering here.
Sir.
Mind you, a lot of these troops have gone straight into...
Ready for orders. Ready and awaiting orders.
Oh, that's excellent. Look at that. That's a pretty strong army there by Dominic Zeno here, General Zeno. And also here as well, we've got new armies here in... New regiments, should I say, in General Burgess. Look at that. These regiments have taken such a beating. Now, if we can just get these up and running here to where they need to be. We're going to continue the recruitment. I think we'll have some guns as well. No, actually. Get some more cavalry And then we'll have one more gun here as well. But it looks like Germany's moving in here for another attack against us. Now, how are these doing here? We don't need these 12-pounders, to be honest with you. We don't need this 12-pounder. We're trying to just have the best we can here. They're replenishing, that's fine.
Yes.
And we can detach this army here of General Holyfield here. Ah, look at that.
At the ready. Sir. Your orders?
Now, General Holyfield's army is going to be moved into position here as added defensive cover.
Forward! March!
Oh yes, now we're stiffening up the resolve here. These
Yes.
can form a brand new army here. Let's again get the recruitment underway here. Luckily we've got a very strong sort of recruitment base here from which we'll be able to call upon, because we've done the right thing. Oh, but now we need to strike against them. Look at that, they stripped some of the armies away here from Gdansk, specifically here. We want the Marines. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've only got 4 ships here. We need 5. Let's get the Yorktown
Aye, aye, Captain.
into position.
Ship's orders.
Right.
Your humble
General
servant.
Allen's ships.
Heave away, boys.
Sir.
Army to the
Heave
ship.
away.
Sir.
General Waxer's army.
Joining the
and ships.
fleet, General. Sir. Your humble servant.
General S4's army.
Aye,
Sir.
aye, Captain.
More
Ship.
orders? Ready for orders.
General Mendoza's army.
Set sail.
Anything more?
And
Sir.
indeed General Fisher's army.
Underway.
More
Sir.
orders?
Right.
Ready for action.
It's going to be absolutely huge here. We need to land on the beach. Come on now, gentlemen. Let's not have any of that. Come on now.
Ship's orders received. Halt. Where to, Captain?
We shall move this
Orders.
immediately away.
Yes, Captain.
Let's keep everything nice and tidy here. Nice and neat and tidy.
Shape and Bristol fashion, Captain. Under sail. Any orders? Fleet ready. Underway.
Port.
Still
Ready and
ship
waiting.
shape. Orders, Captain.
Oh, the strike force assembles.
Ship, sir.
Ready and
me.
waiting.
This.
Where
Halt.
to, Captain?
That's a wonderful sight to be able to move forces in like this. What a strike force this is. What a strike force.
Gathering supplies. I cannot do that. We can't do that, sir.
Ship shape and Bristol fashion, Captain. Set sail.
Troops, halt!
Officer on deck. Ship's orders, Captain. Ship shape. Ready for action. Aye, aye,
Look at
Captain.
that strike group there.
Any orders?
What a strike group. We're going to crush Gdansk in, my friends. Ho, ho, ho. It's a beautiful sight. Now, how is Stockholm here? No production going on here at all, which is going to be changed rather rapidly. I've got all these production centres now really kicking into overdrive here. Got a lot of recruitment here, but now the Germans are going to attack here for definite. They are definitely going to attack here. To be very, very wary here. We haven't really got in the force. We managed to pull in this
Ready
army
and
here
waiting orders.
of General Holyfield into the fight here, which is going to give us really stiffen up this.
Sir.
I can't move around here.
Ready and awaiting orders. Sir.
And this army here is also General Zeno is going to definitely come in helpful. And
Make
all
ready.
these forces will be.
Ready for orders.
My word, we are up against it here.
Ready and
That doesn't
awaiting
mean we
orders.
give in, my friends. We don't give in at all. Right, let's see what else is going on here. Now, I think we might have to recruit some troops at home as well. Oh, excellent. Okay, that's excellent. So we're really starting to fire up now the economy here in Sweden. It really is starting to give us some good income here. Going to push this as far as we can, the economy. Oh, 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 -2. We do that in Spain. I think what we will do. Look at that though here. Look at that. Spain have taken here Paris. French have done nothing about money. They still got Amsterdam here. So that's a pretty big production centre. But why they allow the Spanish to do that when they've got these forces here, I don't know. And also look at Austria. I mean, Austria is just absolutely just huge. That is as scary as it comes. If they unleash those forces upon us, and mind you, France have got all this down here as well. And they've got Corsica. Of course, we've got a sizable fleet here.
Aye, sir.
Ooh. Ho, ho, ho. That's a pretty nice engagement right there if we had it. Now, Batras here as well. Look at Batras. Let's get the commercial port. Let's get this upgraded here. Look at these, all these waiting to be upgraded. We just sat there not doing anything with them. That's an absolute scandal. That's more like it, gentlemen. We get 7 fortifications while we can here. Or would we be wiser? Look at that, we could strike here right into the underbelly here. If we weren't at war with the Ottomans. But if we took Istanbul here, that would be a real boon. Let's have a look what they've got here in Istanbul.
Yes, Captain. Ship's orders, Captain. Orders. Underway. Ready and waiting.
Oh, they've got a pretty
Ship's orders received.
big garrison here.
Still
But
ship shape.
that's some. Whoa! They've got Nizam troops in here as well, and mounted Nizam. That's a pretty elite army they've got here. That's nothing to be laughed at all. They got grenadiers. No wonder the Germans haven't moved in against them yet. But that doesn't mean we can't. And look at that, Russia here. So we're going to probably hold here. What we really want, ideally what we do is strike in against the Germans here. Look at that. Look at the guns they got available there. That is unbelievable. Mind if we could take Greece out here? That would be even... Oh my word, look at Greece. Look at that. They've got some fantastic looking armies here. Chorophilakes. Wow, they got some very nice looking troops here. Marines, they got... Wow. We might have to ship in some more units into this region here to hold it. So look at our diplomacy. And we've got Sweden here. I guess some trade with them maybe. Would they be interested in that? Okay, what about Spain? Now Spain are probably going to tell us where to go, but we can at least try. Yeah, they really don't like us at all. Minus 227. So Spain is a chance Spain will attack us eventually. Courland, let's have a look. Trade agreement with them. No. And let's not worry about that. Let's worry about what's happening here. Now there's a good chance we're going to see a battle here now. A pretty large battle here. Let's make sure everything... Actually, we need to probably go back to the US. And... I think what we might be doing is sending, I think we'll be sending some more ships. I think we're going to send some more naval forces to the Europe. Through the Azores here, I think we're going to send this to Europe. We want to absolutely make sure we got Europe completely cut off here.
Sir.
General DJP. That's General DJP here. There's General DJP. Oh, I've only got one General JP. What a silly mistake that was of mine. Yeah, Mike Cathcart there, just guarding the extremities here. Wait a minute. There, General DJP. There is General DJP. Right. That's what I promised. Now I promised that we would be moving General DJP. So we're going to use General JP here to move in here. And let's have a look what we've got here. We've got... Oh, that's a... Oh, what a complement of troops here. Now we're going to move in... Yeah, to take this, and then Niagara will be... General GJP will be moved out of Niagara and moved... Going to be taking and assaulting... Newfoundland here, but that's a pretty big force they've got right there. But only just bowmen, so that's not really much to worry about there in terms of that. If I've forgotten anybody here at all, my friends, only because of the length of time that's gone by. I haven't, you know, I haven't purposely left anybody here. It's a Prussian, excellent general there. But we don't have anybody here as well. So anybody like to have been named another general, we've got plenty of space there as well. 4 more turns over steam engine factory. Ooh, that was a real miss of us. That would, wouldn't it? So we're going to make that there. Make that artillery fort. That's pretty expensive for an artillery fort. We don't need one just yet. Ooh, 10,000 for Global Trading Company. We don't want to miss out on any of the income here we can get. Not a bean. Got these as well, global trading companies here to be built as well, so we have to do that as well, spend some money on our economy. We can't waste that at all. We've got plenty still to spend our money on here. So that should all kick in very soon. And we still got a few things to spend our money on yet, especially economy-wise, but we're going to be watching what's going on here because it looks like the Germans are going to attack Warsaw once again. We are prepared now this time to receive that fight, but my goodness me, look at this, we're completely surrounded. But we've also launched our own counter-offensive here against Gdansk. Let's end turn here, my friends. If a battle starts now, my friends, I will take that we'll take that battle next turn because it'll probably take the entire turn to fight that battle because the sheer amount of troops that are involved here. Let's end the turn. Let's see what happens. Whew, this is going to be huge. It's going to be absolutely huge. Hopefully our troops will be replenished in time. Maybe the Germans will hold off here, or maybe they'll just wait 1 more year, or 1 more month, should I say, before they attack. Because at the current moment, we're deep in winter here on the Eastern Front, and my word, the temperatures probably drop well below -20 here. Unless you're close to a city here, you're gonna feel the effects of that winter here, that brutal, harsh winter. As you can see, it takes a long time because of the sheer amount of troops that are on active duty here in this campaign. For Britain even to take its turn here, which is crazy. Look at that. Absolutely insane. There it is, Britain now moving into position. That's a lot of troops for them to be moving up here. This does worry me somewhat. Why would that? Why are they doing this here, Britain? That is a little bit concerning right there. That is a little bit concerning. Why are they moving into our... Unless they're going to go and take some land for themselves. This is very, very unorthodox. Austria. Oh, look at these Austrian fiends here. If they trigger a battle here, I will be mightily miffed. No, they've just moved themselves into position. France. I don't understand why France is moving so many troops to the eastern frontier. This really is a concerning development here. I know we've landed quite a significant force here in West Prussia, but that doesn't mean we can just simply ride roughshod over the Germans here, because we have to be very careful here what we're doing. Very, very careful. Strategically, when we haven't got the upper hand. The Germans have. Let's not be under any illusions here. They've got the support of the French, they've got the support of the Austrians, and they got a sizable empire here still in Europe, even though we've been fighting them for I don't know how long. 20 years we've been fighting the Germans. France are up to something, but I'm not sure what. They could take back France. They could take back Paris in a heartbeat here with the forces they've got. They're obviously up to something here. It's going to be pretty brutal here. Ah, there it is, Germany now. Now they're moving more forces into Copenhagen here. Are they going to be looking to mounting quite an attack upon us? Because with this amount of troops they could do. Excuse me. Oh, look at that. Gdansk has just been massively reinforced here. Ah, so it looks like they want to pick up the army here. But I bet you they try and go for Patras here. Not doing anything here too severe yet, just yet. Copenhagen is locked down here. Now we could pick off this army here. That would be one less force here with us to deal with. They got hussars here. We've got 5,000 here in reserve. Now they obviously want to try and strike here. Now if we don't take this fight, we're going to drag in. We want to drag in as many as we can here into this fight. Actually, they're in pretty good shape. These armies are actually in pretty good shape here. We really want to bring in, we want to drag in as many as we can into this fight. This is not really enough for us. We want to drag in as many of them. I know we could pick them off one at a time, but efficiency-wise, it's not going to do a lot because we'll probably take a lot more. Then again, no, we'll probably actually do a lot more damage. Mind you, we don't have any cavalry here at all. We've got lots of guns. If we could pick these off before they get to us, it would definitely be a huge asset to us. We've got General Zeno here and then General Donaldson here. We want to try and build these up as best we can here. Now if they attack us here, they're obviously going to try and strike into the side of us here. We won't take that for the meantime. We want to try and... There it is. There it is! That's the fight we wanted. We wanted to drag in all of these forces here. We can intercept here and we can absolutely pummel them to pieces here. We've got General Donaldson here, Sati, look, we've got 10,000, they got 9,000. Still a formidable, but look at that, they've got conscripts, so that means they really are struggling for troops. But, oh, and these have taken, look at the battering these have taken here. That's a brand new army. This is a brand new army. And no, this one isn't. This one is far from it. Look at this, they've been absolutely battered. But there's all here, but we need to take this fight. Look at this, we've got 4 batteries here ready to fight. But we need, ideally we need to bring in, we've got still some strong troops here. Many of these haven't been replenished, but they are going to be coming in last. We've got our finest troops sat at the front here. Many of these aren't ready yet, so we are going to actually do that. So we've got 2 armies here. 3 armies that are really complete armies. Now they can bring all of these German forces into the battle here. And that's what we want. We want to drag in as many as we can here to really give them a damn good pounding. We've got 4 regiments of horse which will deal with the hussars. We've got 4 cannon, artillery cannon. We're going to hold these back in reserve as well. I'm not going to be stupid and send them out. And then we've got 2 good armies sat here waiting to sort of advance into the battle here. Some of them aren't fully replenished there, but still it is a battle we need to take. But this is the battle we'll be taking next episode, my friends, as I promised you, and it's going to be a terrific battle here. We're going to have at least, well, we got 12,000, well, nearly 13,000 men on our side, and we've got, what, nearly 12,000 on the German side, so it's an even fight. This really is absolutely dead even, but if we can drag in these forces, we can clear this flank, then we can attack Gdansk with that elite force, and maybe even be able to push down with two armies in here and clear out this flank here and reinforce Warsaw. But my friends, we've got a long journey ahead of us here, and it's going to start here with another battle for Warsaw. They're throwing everything they can at us here, but we're going to intercept. We're going to take this chance to intercept here because they're going to attack us then, which will bring them onto our defences. We've got all these forces down here as well. But my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please comment, like, and subscribe. Please keep your comments coming down below. They've been absolutely fantastic up to now. They really, really have wonderful, wonderful suggestions, great plans. Let me know what you think. If we take Gdansk, what should we do after that? Where should we go after that? Should we leave the army in these armies in Gdansk, replenish them, because we are going to take casualties, and then do we move on then after that, either south, or do we move towards Berlin? So remember, if we go towards Berlin, we're going to be engaging Austrian forces there, quite substantial Austrian forces, so we're going to have to be very, very careful what we do there. But let me know what you think, my friends, and hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you have a good week coming up. Whatever you're doing, please be safe and have a good time. And until next time, my friends, bye for now.